Good morning, it's Diana with Friday Feathered Facts here on a rainy day in Helena, Montana. Today we're going to talk about owls and what makes them unique from other raptors. Now, when I'm talking to groups of children, I'll often ask, what do you guys know about owls? And they will typically say, somebody will, they can turn their heads all the way around. Well, no, not quite. And he's watching the traffic. Oh, there we go. They can turn their heads 270 degrees, and that's like if I'm looking straight ahead at you and then I turn my head all the way around and look at him over this shoulder. That would be really weird to see, wouldn't it? Well, that's what owls can do, and there's a reason for that. They have twice the number of vertebrae in their neck as humans do. We have round eyeballs, so we can move our eyes back and forth in our heads without moving our heads. Owls can't do that because their eyeballs are cone-shaped, they're very large, they take up most of the space in the skull. So instead of moving their eyes, they move their whole head. Now, next, those feathers on top of his head that give him the name the great horned owl, those are not his ears, as is often supposed. His ears are little slits under the feathers on either side of the facial disc. And he always looks like he's going to bite me when I do this. Their hearing is phenomenal. Their ears are not level like ours are. One is higher, one is lower, one is more forward, one is further back. And that's so that they can better triangulate sound and tell exactly where it's coming from. In the wild, the great horned owl can hear a mouse's heartbeat under 3 feet of snow. How's that for hearing? Now, the next thing that makes them different is that they have absolutely silent flight. If you're near enough to other birds and listen, pay attention, you can hear them flying. The sound their wings make, the air passing over their wings. The great horned owl has absolutely silent flight because of the way the feathers are constructed on the leading and trailing edges of the wings. There's like tiny serrations like a comb. It's almost microscopic. So, the next part of that is these talons down here. Now, this is why I'm wearing this big heavy glove. These talons are capable of up to 500 pounds pressure, which is enough to break bones. An adult human male maybe could reach 100 pounds. So this big guy could easily crush my hand if he chose to. But he doesn't have a need to do that, so we're not going to worry about that. Now, when they're hunting, they primarily hunt at dawn and dusk. Most owls are nocturnal. And they're not really aggressive about hunting. They kind of hang out on a tree limb and listen for what's coming. Now, their favorite food is skunks. They love skunks. Everybody goes, oh yeah, gross, no. Raptors, for the most part, don't have much of a sense of smell, except for vultures. Vultures can smell carrion miles away. But these guys don't have much of a sense of smell, so it doesn't bother them at all. They will also go after prey that's bigger than they are. Porcupines, fawns, domestic house cats, small dogs. So if you let your pets outside, be careful. And I once had a woman say to me, well, we live right in town, so that's not a problem. Well, a couple of years ago, a pair of great horned owls built a nest in a tree on the front lawn of the Capitol building here in Helena. So, they're everywhere. Don't assume they're not in the city, because they certainly are. They will sit on a tree branch, listen for something coming, and they'll hear that skunk a long ways away, then silently swoop down off the branch, nab that skunk with those talons, and the skunk doesn't even know what happened. So, the way I see it, these guys in the wild are the ultimate predators. They are amazing birds. So there we go, All owls share a lot of those traits. But the great horned owl, he's another story altogether. So, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.